Welcome to podcast number 17, I think it is today. Here's my little book. So how is everybody today? I just want to say, before I go any further, I've got the plasterer in. So if you can hear any background noise, I apologise, but I need to get this done today because I'm going away tomorrow and this is going live on Sunday. So today's Thursday. It's a beautiful sunny day, very cold here in Warrington in the UK, and I've got quite a lot of WIPs and I've got finished projects to share with you, and I've got some news as well, so stay tuned guys. So we'll move on to finished projects. So the first finished project I want to show you is, as I do every year, I make hats for the homeless, and I've made this hat which is a combination of half double crochets into the back loop, and then my signature front post back post with the crab stitch. And this is Bluebell, this is Stylecraft Aran 4-weight, and it is called Bluebell. So yeah, I love Stylecraft yarn, for especially the 4-weight for the hats. I'll put it on and you can see. Now I don't like hats, as you know, but I love making them. So this is hat number 2 for the homeless, or is it hat number 3? I don't know. So this is this one, and I made myself a vest. I did actually do a little short video, and I'll put the link to that so you can actually see me wearing it. And I used a combination of 3 DK weights yarns together. So I used beige, brown, and I used this as well, the Nordic. So I used that with that. So, and I made this, and it's nice and chunky and warm. And the pattern I used was the knitted sweater vest pattern, and the designer is, never tells you the designer. Can't find the designer's name, but I will put I think it's called, she's called Wana. Anyway, I'll put the everything that I mention in this podcast, the yarn, the patterns, YouTubers that I mention, I will put them all in the description box below, so check them out. So yeah, so that is this that I made, and it is really nice and warm guys. I wear it with a shirt, and I'm really pleased with how that turned out. And I only took me a day and a half to make this, and I did it on 8mm needles. So that's that I've shown you. And a lot of you all know that I'm doing, as I did last year, the hashtag Sock It To Me challenge for 2023. And through doing that last year, lots of you were asking me to do a tutorial, and I kept putting it off and saying, you know, there are lots and lots of tutorials out there. And anyway, I gave in, and I have done a tutorial. It went live today because obviously I'm recording this podcast on the Thursday. I will put the link below, and we made the shorty socks. So this is my first socks for February, and I've got another pair on the needles, and I'll show you them in a little while. So yeah, So they're my shorty socks. The yarn is a Vicky Brown superwash merino with nylon, and they're what was left from a pair of socks that I made Rick last year. So that is number 3. Number 4 is a combination of every year Yarny Fibre sisters, who are V and Jeannie. I'll put their links to their channels below. Do a calendar blanket challenge, or you can make whatever you want. Last year I made hats for the homeless, if you remember. This year I'm making a waffle blanket because the waffle stitch was on my list of challenges that I wanted to do. I've never done a waffle blanket before, and I've lost my hook. Never mind. So this is the calendar that I'm using, and so I'm using Stylecraft Aran yarn, and so January's colour was inspiration was this picture, and I did the green. So this is my blanket that I've started. I'm using mushroom between each month. So there's January, and I'm on February now at the moment, and I can show you February's picture, and that's February's inspiration. So what was left of the yarn after doing so what yarn is left after doing each month, I'm going to be making a hat for the homeless. So this is the hat that I made with the leftover yarn, and again it's got my signature front post, back post, and for some reason I didn't do the I don't know why I didn't do the crab stitch on this one. So that is my 4 finished projects. So are you ready for the WIPs, guys? Have you got a drink? And you're going to need it. I've got quite a few WIPs. So yeah, so this was one WIP that I've got on. This is for the Yarny Fibre sisters, as I said, V and Jeannie. V steals the show Crochet and More, and Jeannie is Butterfly Dreams Crochet and More. Yes, so I'll put their links in the description box below. Check them out if you've not already. So this is my Yarny Fibre Sisters challenge. Waffle stitch, fabulous. I followed Hooked by Robin, I think, hair tutorial, and I'll put that link below as well. I'll make a note on here, my show notes, so I don't forget. Hooked by Robin. I'll put the link to the tutorial for the waffle stitch that I used. So easy, guys, very, very easy, and she's a really good teacher too. So let's move on now to the WIPs. Where do I start? So the first WIP I'm going to show you is the circular mandala floor, and I'm now on to row, let me see, blue fleck was G. I'm on row 20. I can't remember what row I'm on now, but anyway, as you all know, I'm having my lounge decorated, and they're going to be beiges and blues. So this is I've used the blues, beiges, cream, brown, yeah. So I've done that. Yep, so I think I've done 26 rows now, guys. I've done 26 rows. And that just pop of brown every now and then really makes it pop. So, yeah, I've worked on a few more rows of that. And there's no rush for this, guys. I just do a couple of rows a week. If I get the time to do that. So that's WIP number 2, because I've shown you the Fibre Sisters calendar challenge blanket. This is another blanket. So there are 2 of them. The next one I want to show you is another challenge for myself this year is to make wearables. And I've already made 2. I did the green sweater, the sparkling fountain, and I've done the vest. So I have got this tunic, and as you can see, I've done quite a bit more since the last time I showed you, and I've still got a way to go yet. I think I've got I'm using Fyberspates DK. It's called Peacock, and it's let me see, I think it's 100%, yeah, 100% superwash merino. Lovely to knit with, guys. Really, really nice. And let me just get and I'm working on a 4mm needle. Now the pattern says 3.5 all the way through, but because I'm a tight knitter, I've used 3.5 for the cuff, for the ribbon, and then I moved to a 4mm. I'm using my Knit Pro Symphony interchangeable needles for that one, and this is the pattern that I'm using. And this is in my knitting magazine, The Knitter. And yeah, and I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. I've still got 44 rows to do before I get to the arm decreases. The only thing I've changed on here, guys, is I've not done the bobbles. I don't like bobbles on a sweater, especially because they can sometimes end up in the most inconvenient places, i.e. the bust. So yeah, I didn't put the bobbles on, but I still think it looks nice without the bobbles. I really like it, and this is going to be really, really nice over my shirts. I'm hoping to get this back finished, or at least get to the armhole decreasings the next time, because I do a podcast every 3 weeks, and that gives me time to work on things. So that is WIP number 3. WIP number 4 is my jacket by Sirdar, using JewelSpun Sirdar Aran 4-weight yarn. And I've started the sleeve, guys. I've started the sleeve, see? Started the sleeves. I started the sleeves while I was watching Wakanda Forever on Saturday. And I'm using, again, my Knit Pro Symphony interchangeable needles, and this is a 5mm. And you use 4.5 to cast on for the cuff, and then you just knit. And that. So, yeah. So that's that. So that is that, and this is the yarn I'm using, and I have actually done the side, so I've kind of pinned it together, and this is how long it's going to be. It's going to be a really nice nice jacket to wear. Be nice to wear in the spring, especially, you know, when you just pop into the shops, when you get into your car. And I've done the rib, the we call it the button bands, and it's already in and that. So yeah, so I am really pleased with that. So I'm working on that. This is a nice one to work on. Usually I work on this when I'm on Ursula's live. I just sit and knit, and when I'm watching television. So yeah, and I'll put Ursula, who is OM Granny Squid, I'll put her link below as well. So that is WIP number 1, 2, 3, 4. WIP number 5 is, I'm so proud of myself, guys. I'm doing Hoagie Locatelli's Radiate sweater. There we go. And I'm on the body, guys. I've divided. At last I've divided. I've divided. Look how much I've done, guys. I'm working on the body now, so it's just knitting in the round now. I did the German short rows, and I've divided for the sleeves, and I'm working on the body. I've not done much of the body. See? There we go. So on the back, when you get to the body, you have to do your short rows as well. So I did that. So that is the back, and this is the front of my sweater. So I'm really, really pleased how the yarn, how the colour, it's very subtle, and I think it will suit me really well. So, and it feels so soft. And the yarn I'm using is Foxtails Was My Pop, and I've still got this all left because I don't need to use it anymore. And I'm using Midnight, Lady Midnight, and this is a DK weight, and let me see, it's 100% extra fine superwash merino DK, and there's 252 yards, 230 meters, 115 grams. So yeah, Beehive yarns, guys. Beautiful yarn, absolutely beautiful yarn, and so nice to knit with. And I'm using my Knit Pro needles. So that's WIP number 5. WIP number 6. Now I haven't got far on this, not as far as I wanted to do, and that is my Stephen West Aurora Cabin shawl. I've not done as much as I wanted, and I will show you what I've done so far. So there we are. That's what I've done so far. So I think last time I showed you I just finished this section. So on this section I've still got about 30 odd rows to do yet on this section. So, but no rush, guys. I pick it up. As I said before, I'm knitting things that make me happy, and this is making me happy, and I really love it. And I noticed that Stephen has actually put out a pattern today, and he's used the colour work here. It's so easy, this colour work, guys. So he's put this colour work on the yoke of the sweater, and it looks fabulous. So yeah, so I'm doing okay. No rush, as I say, you know. I do it as and when I've got time, and yeah, I need a quiet moment, so I usually do it when I'm up here. But the moment, I did work on it yesterday while the plasterer was here and I was in the lounge. I actually had to sit downstairs because it was a bit too noisy up here, and so I managed to do, I think I did about 10 rows yesterday, but it's taken longer and longer to do the rows because you're adding on more stitches. Every row you add a new stitch on, so I think at the end I'm going to end up with about 700 stitches. And I noticed some people are not doing the chevron at the end. They're just I'm not sure if you can see. Let me see if I can find a picture. Right, there we go. You see at the bottom, the chevrons here. Well, some people are not doing that. They're just leaving it, and it looks really nice. So I've not decided yet what to do, whether to just bind off there and not do the chevrons. I'll see how I feel when I get to it. So, yep, much love pattern. It's a bit of a mess, but hey ho, I know where I'm up to. So, and I'm using botanical yarn. I use botanical yarn to do my twist and turns, and I really like this wool, this yarn. It's really, really nice, and it washes beautifully and it wears lovely, and the drape is lovely. So yeah, so that is WIP number, I've lost count now guys, is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, 6. One more WIP guys. No, 2 more WIPs. No, 3 more WIPs to go guys. 3 more WIPs. 2 of them are crocheted. The last knitted WIP I've got is my socks. My second pair of socks, and I've not done much. I just started the pattern rows, and these are on a 2.25 9-inch circular needle, and I'm using Yarnables by Hypnotic Yarn, and this is called Laugh Some More, Worry Less, and it's really nice. There we go, you can see the yarn. It's really nice. It's got little pops of pink in it. So these are for me. These are my socks. These are going to be for me guys. And it's a twisted rib. So yeah, so I've done that. And the pattern I'm following is by my favourite crazy sock lady, Kay, and it's called the Shallow. They're the socks that I'm making. So I've just started these, and these I'm going to be taking these away with me for the weekend. So yeah. And I've got my Linda's Socks in Progress bag, which I bought, was it last year or the year before? No, it was last year. Last year I bought them off a shop in Etsy, and I don't think there's a label to tell me where, but anyway, in my little sock bag. The other 2 projects I want to talk about let me just move this bag out of the way. The other 2 projects I want to show you really are I started my crochet journey in Turkey when I was 20, and my then mother-in-law taught me how to crochet, but not with yarn, with fine cotton, and I think a 0.5mm needle. And I still got a lot of the motifs and everything, and oh, sorry, oh, I've done it again. Let me just move you again. Sorry guys, sorry. So I was when I kind of reorganised my nookery, I found this yarn that I had. It was from 2021 from J Hook Crochet. It was here Advent, and I used some of it to make a shawl, and then there's still quite a lot of it left, and I was umming and ahhing what to do, and I came up with this motif. So what I've done is I'm going to actually do a tutorial on this motif, how to make this motif, and then how to join them. And what I'm going to do is, this is going to end up as a blanket, guys. This is going to be a blanket, and I'm just going to work my way round and round, and that, and no rush, as I say. I'll just pick it up as and when, and I'm really liking the pattern. And I'm using the yarn, and this is Superwash Merino with nylon, and it's got gold stellina. So I kind of, so where are we up to? So this is now the next colour coming up, and then it all ends on the greens. So I've still got quite a few that I haven't caked up, and then on the 25th, this was the last 25th of December's, and it will fit in with all the other greens, because after this there's all different shades of green, and I thought I'd cake that up and then it'll finish the blanket off. So I've called this Starflower Blanket, so if I refer to it in future, a Starflower Blanket. And I'm just picking it up, you know, sometimes when you're knitting you just want to do a little project, and takes me no time to do the little motif. And I'm using my clover hook, which are my favourites. I'm using a 2.5. So yeah, so I just thought I want to incorporate motifs. I really like my motifs, and in the 80s when I lived in Turkey, the young girls did their bottom drawers, and they made tablecloths, they made duvet covers, they made doilies with the fine cotton, finer hook than this. I mean, this is a 2.5, and they made amazing, guys, amazing. So yeah, so this is going to be a blanket. When it's finished, it doesn't. So this is my scrap happy. This is my scrap happy. So following on from that, and I was up in the loft, we call it an attic, and I was tidying out the attic, and I come across a box that had some doilies in that I'd done, can't even begin to tell you how many years ago, and one of them I really liked. So I'm going to make a wrap, a motif wrap, and I'm using 2mm hook from Clover. You know, Clover's my favourite, and this is the, let me see, where does it gone now? Oh no, what have I done with it? I've got the motif somewhere. I thought, right, it's all ready but waiting for me to make, oh, there it is. This is what I found. And so what I'm going to do is, I've already done one, and this is Ducky Darling's Superwash Merino and Nylon, 400 grams, 425 meters, and it's 75.25, and it's from Ducky Darlings. And this is what I've done one of them. So as you can see from the size of this to the size of this, now bearing in mind this was done with, you can see how fine a thread that I crocheted with all them years ago. And so I followed that, and what I'm going to do is it's going to be all creams, the main, and for the little joining motifs I'm using my minis, all different shades of lilacs and purples and that for that. So I've got all these, the botanical yarns, the Vicky Brown Designs minis. I just got all my lilacs and that's what I'm going to do, and I've made a start on the next one. I am going to do a tutorial on this one as well. I think this one will come out in April and the other tutorial will come out in March. So I'm going to do a tutorial on that. So when you think the girls used to make doilies, little motifs like this, and make tablecloths, using a very fine, we used to call it dentelle plique. So yeah, so they are my crochet projects. So I've got 3 crochet projects going on at the moment. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I've got 4 crochet projects. I've got 2 blankets. Well, I've got 3 blankets and a wrap. And then I've got a sweater, a tunic, a jacket, a shawl, socks. And I've got 5. So I've got 9 WIPs at the moment, guys. I have put my Shetland lace away for the time being. I'm not in the right frame of mind at the moment, and I haven't got the concentration that I should have for it. This month's a really difficult month for me, guys, so I won't go into details. If you watch my live, you know why, and if you've been watching me for a while, you know why. And I just haven't got the concentration, so I put it away to one side until I feel that I can give it the concentration that I need to do. And yeah, so that's put to one side. It's kind of like in the garage, in Linda's garage, so to speak. So, they're all my WIPs. What do you think? What was your favourite, guys? What was your favourite? They're all my favourites. I can't pick one between them. I'm really excited to see how the wrap turns out and the blanket as well. So, I'm going to take... Oh, I wanted to mention as well, this bag. This is one of my acquisitions. And I bought this from Etsy, and it's made by Clara Rose Crafts. I will put the link below, and it's Gryffindor. Now, if you know me, I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so, and I am actually Gryffindor. And I got it's got a square bottom, which I really like. And this is, it's nice that I can throw my knitting in there, and I'm taking this when we go away for the weekend. I've got the owl, and you all know Harry Potter had a lovely snowy white owl. And then I've got 2 little progress creepers. They're Hogwarts and Hogwarts Express. And there are actually pockets inside as well, which is great. So yeah, so, and then there's a strap on the side. Really well made. I can't recommend her bags enough. I will actually I'll be definitely going back and getting another bag, because that'll be nice for, I want another size bag like this. This is the large one, so I'm going to get another big one. Or I'll get the link, send Rick the link, and he can buy me one for my birthday. So we're moving on to acquisitions. Another bag that I bought is this one. It's a drawstring, and it's lined with the dots, and it's from Tea, Cake and Make. They're on Etsy. I'll put the link below. There's a little dragonfly progress keeper, and I thought that would be nice for one of my projects. So yeah, really nice made. It's a square bottom, and I got a nice little thank you, and so I really like that. I'm getting a collection of bags, guys. You can never have too many, you can never have enough bags. Next thing I want to show you is my subscription from Beehive Yarns. Bear with. Sorry if you can hear the noise in the background. Paul, my plasterer, is mixing up the plaster, so excuse the noise in the background. So, Simple Pleasures Yarn Club, and you get the card, and it says breathe. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the number of moments that take our breath away, by Maya Angelou. And it's from Beehive Yarns, and I got the organic tea bag, morning time. And if you look at the picture and look at the yarn, they are going to make a fabulous pair of socks. And it is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, for 100 grams, 425 meters, 465 yards, from Beehive Yarns. Isn't that gorgeous? I really like that. They're definitely going to be a pair of socks for me, guys. Definitely. Woo! So yeah, and it feels lovely. I've bought bought socks before, and you know, sock yarn, and I must admit, guys, I've knit quite a few pairs of socks. I must admit my favourite sock yarn to knit with is superwash merino. All-time favourite. They fit beautifully, they wash lovely, and I'm not knocking the sock yarn, you know, that come in like balls of wool, we call them here, but I much prefer my socks with this yarn. So yeah, so this is that acquisition. And last but not least, I was in my Hobbycraft. I needed to get some ribbon because I'm going to be making my friend some, she got a new grandbaby due in March. So I'm going to be making some mittens and booties, a little jacket, a helmet and that. And I wanted some ribbon, and I just happened to look at the patterns, and I bought this. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 patterns in here, So that's one of them. And it's by Peyton's. And then there's this one. Then we've got the knit, and there's crocheted patterns in here, all made with cotton. When I've finished these wearables, I'm going to be starting to make my summer sweaters. This one, look at that crocheted one, isn't that nice? And that's a knitted. And then these are nice little shorties, or you could do it with the long sleeve as well. And that's that one. I'm sure I've already shown you that one. And then we've got a couple of male sweaters. I think I might make Rick a sweater actually this year. And then a little girl's jacket. So yeah, so they're my acquisitions. My good friend Kath, I'll put the link to her YouTube channel below. She makes fabulous jewellery, and her husband is a really good, he can do anything. He can plumb, he does woodwork, he makes planters and that. And he made me, this is a bowling ball. Can you see all the colours? He made this into a yarn bowl for me. And he's done the lid, made the lid for it. And it sits on there like that. It's not light, but it's not super heavy like the bowling ball, but it's I'm really pleased. So I got that as a gift. Isn't that lovely? Love the colours. Can you see all the teals? Isn't that fabulous? So, and then my friend made me this shawl pin, and I thought it would go really, really nice with this shawl. What do you think? Isn't it amazing? So blessed, guys, so blessed. So yeah, yeah, so I was absolutely delighted with my gifts. It's always nice to get a little surprise gift, isn't it? So guys, I think I keep saying that, and I shouldn't say guys, but that's my podcast for this this 3 weeks. Not done as much as I've wanted to do, guys, because we've been emptying the attic loft, we've been clearing out units and that, so it's eaten into my knitting and crochet time. Plus I've had days where I've just not felt the love at the moment. Not felt the love. My mojo's working overtime, guys. But other things are going on in the background that I've found it difficult to sit and concentrate, which is one of the reasons why I have put my Shetland lace wrap in time out in the garage. And so yeah, but hopefully after this weekend, which is going to be quite a sad one, I say my final goodbye to Dad on Sunday. I'm going to scatter his ashes and then it's our anniversary on Monday. 24 years, guys. I've been married to Rick. Poor man, he needs a medal. He needs a medal. And then unfortunately on Tuesday, which is Valentine's Day, I go and say goodbye to my mum. It's my mum's funeral on Tuesday. So next week's going to be this weekend, and it's going to be quite an emotional weekend for me. I'm not looking forward to it, I must admit. But that's life, isn't it, guys? That is life, and we just have to get on, and what's past is past, and just make every day count. You know, you never know how long you've got on this earth. Live each day as if it's your last. And that's what I've been living by for the past however long it is. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for all your support, for all your prayers, for all your lovely comments, for your emails, for your messages. Thank you. It means such a lot, not only to me but to my Rick as well. And because obviously I wouldn't be here without my Rick, would I? Without his support anyway, and your support too. I want to, if you have come this far and you've enjoyed it, thank you so much. I've got a giveaway that started on Tuesday, my yarn giveaway, and then on Tuesday the 14th of February I've got my sock giveaway. I hope you'll think about joining and taking part. I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. I got a notification today that last month I got 98 new subscribers. Wow, guys, thank you, thank you. And that was a bit of a shock, but thank you, thank you, thank you. And on Wednesday I'm going to be interviewing Irina from Fyberspates, which I'm really excited about. And I've got quite a few interviews coming up over the next few months, and so yeah, I'm really looking forward to them. I will tell you more about them as each month goes. I do one interview a month on a Wednesday, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to Irina's interviewed me, so it's going to be a nice change for me to interview Irina, so I'm really looking forward to that. So welcome and thank you to all my existing subscribers as well who have been with me for a long time. Thank you guys for all your help and support too. And don't forget, guys, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon. I do 3 videos a week, and I do a live on a Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern. I'm in the UK, so it's 5 PM of an evening on the Wednesday. So I look forward to seeing you all again real soon. Take care, stay safe, but more importantly, guys, be kind to you. And until the next video, bye for now.